Hi, loves. Simone here. If you are new, I am a 26-year-old girly who left her life in the States to start over in Southeast Asia. I'm currently in Thailand, and I just wanted to talk about what I've been experiencing lately. I have been feeling very lost in my life and lonely. Loneliness to a degree that I have never experienced in my life. I did not realize how much human connection I experienced in my life in the States. I don't feel like I was always around the most aligned people for me, but there is truly something about being around other people. Um, the little things from just having random conversations with your coworkers to hugs from your mom or just, little things. Um, I have been gone for about a year now, and within that year, I have had not the most human interaction. I have one friend that I made out when I was in Vietnam who I saw regularly, and a couple of other friends that I would see every now and then. Um, I've been in Thailand for 2 months on my own now, and I have truly been feeling the loneliness. I'm also very introverted. I am not a very social or sociable person. I am very kind and loving to the people that are in my life, but I'm not very outgoing in a way that I make friends very easily. I think, yeah, I'm quite, I wouldn't say shy. I do keep to myself. Um, at this point, I don't even remember how to interact with human beings. It has been so long. And I am really starting to figure out so much in my life right now. I have always been someone who just knew. I always had a plan for my life. I always knew what was coming next. If I didn't know, I was deciding something and picking that. But this season, I have just been so incredibly lost. And it's been challenging for me to really admit that to myself because that's not who I know myself to be. But it is the season that I am in. And I am coming to accept that. I feel very lost in the direction of my life. I know that I want to use my gifts and my talents to help people. I truly do believe that part of my being on this planet is to pour into other people in some way. I'm still trying to figure out how that is. I think I'm a very good person to be in close relationship with. I've spent a lot of my free time. A hobby of mine has been just learning more about relationships and how to be in healthy relationships. I didn't come from a family that really knew how to communicate with each other or really knew how to relate to each other in a healthy way. And connection with other people has always been very important to me. So I do know that that is something I really value. I'm still trying to figure out how that can be translated into a way that I can build a life for myself and make money and sustain myself. Right now, I'm working on a few little projects and just trying to show up for those things every day and pour into them, even if just a little bit. I've been floating through my life for quite a few months, and I'm just now starting to add structure back into it. I'm just rambling at this point. There's something about when this camera turns on that just allows me to start pouring words out of my mouth, and I'm not mad at it. Um, but yeah, I've been lost, I have been lonely, I have been navigating life in a way that I have never navigated life. And I am used to doing things on my own, but I've still always had a network of people around me for support if I needed them. I was never someone who really went to my network for support, but I had people around if I did need them. And there's something about having that my system is just, it feels so odd to me now, being thousands and hundreds of miles away from anyone that I know right now. There is just a specific kind of loneliness that exists when you are navigating life completely on your own, away from everyone and everything that you know and are familiar with. And it's hard to describe that unless you have experienced it. But it's it's not been the most fun emotionally for me, honestly. I have been crying my eyes out for quite some time and being out here by myself. And yeah, I've been navigating that. I really do look forward to a season where I do have more community and more networks and things. I'm still honestly building my capacity for other people at this point right now because I've been so disconnected this past year. Yeah. When I came out to Thailand, when I originally moved out of the States, I did come with some friends that I did consider family, and that did not work out. We ended up splitting up, and they went back to the States, and I have stayed out here. And it was just, I had this whole vision. We had a whole vision for how life was going to be, and it has taken my system quite a while to really accept that reality is, that vision and that reality is no longer available. It just isn't available. And I have to pivot and figure out my life on my own right now. And it has not been easy for me. It truly has not. It's felt quite hopeless at times, honestly, but I know that things always eventually get to a better place for me. Hmm. I just, I've never been in a season like this, and I have been in a lot of challenging, traumatic situations in my life. I am very light in love most of the time. That is because I have been through darkness and transmuted that into light. And I am struggling in this season. There is no darkness for me to transmute into light. My life outwardly, externally is great. It's good. I have a roof over my head. I have food to eat. I can go where I want to go and do what I want to do. I have a lot of freedom right now. But there are areas of my life that I do not feel very free in as well. And internally, I have been, ah, It has been it's been challenging in my inner world. I have never, I think, been pushed this much in my inner world because I've always been navigating my outer world. And I have been a boss at navigating my outer world up until I left the States. And leaving the States, I think the universe has just been showing me how little control I really do have over my outer world at times. um yeah. I forgot where I was going with this, but my outer world has been, for the first time, like good, and nothing is, it's been smooth. My outer world has been smooth, like, but internally, we have been figuring this mess out, figuring it out in a way that I have never done before. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I have throughout my life focused a lot internally as well. I am someone who asks myself deeper questions and builds my self awareness. But I was doing that in a different, just a really different setting and different circumstances than I am now. And I'm learning how to navigate my internal world in this new setting, in this new lifestyle that I'm living. Yeah, it's been a journey, man. And I am a lot of days really emotionally exhausted from carrying all that I have been carrying for so long. I am letting go little by little. I think it has been good that I have been crying quite a bit. I think I was probably backed up for some years, and I have just been allowing myself to cry and to release whatever has been stored within my body, within my vessel. Yeah. And trying not to intellectualize all of my feelings that are coming up, because I have done that for quite some time and didn't realize that it wasn't the best for me in the long run. But I'm learning and I'm growing, and that's what this life is about, I think. I think I'm just here to continue being the best version of myself. And I think in turn, that also ripples out to other people and other things. Yeah, I really do hope that I find my calling. I would love to figure out how the universe wants me to pour into the world. I want to feel more connected to a purpose and things outside of myself. This year has been, I'm very grateful that I've had this year to focus on myself, but I am over it to some extent. Don't get me wrong, I will always show up for myself, and I have learned now not to abandon myself as much. I'm still working on it, still a work in progress. But yeah, I am ready to pour into things that are outside of me at this point, because I do think that is a part of my design and what makes me feel mm, fulfilled in this life. I really do enjoy being there for other people and contributing some goodness out into the world. Why else am I here? I don't want to just be a floating a floating body going through this life. I want to be purposeful. I want to be purposeful. So, yeah, if you are still here, I really appreciate you listening to my rambles and coming along with me on this journey. I am figuring out my life, and I want to keep sharing that here because I want to be able to look back and see my journey because I know that it's going to be an amazing one. I know that my life is going to expand in ways that I cannot even comprehend right now. And I want to remember these parts that are not as glamorous as my life is going to be. I want to look back at these times as well and have appreciation for them. Yeah, I want to see my own journey and growth and expansion. And I hope that you come along with me as well. If you made it to this part of the video, can you drop a sunshine emoji? Let me know you're still here. I appreciate you. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.